welcome to MEED Live. I'm delighted that we're joined today by Guy Kawasaki. Guy is an innovation evangelist. He is an author and he is a serial technology investor. He's most famous as Apple's chief evangelist in the early 1980s when, at that key period in Apple's history when they launched the Macintosh computer. His books include The Art of Social Media, Database 101, and a long list of others. And you can see his many excellent presentations online on YouTube and other locations. So fantastic to have you with us, Guy. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming to Dubai. Welcome.
It's my pleasure.
It's great. First question, I think. What do we mean by innovation? What is it? Why are we talking about it?
Innovation, in my definition, is that you anticipate what people need before they know they need it. Of course, there's another path, which is you make what the hell you want, and then you convince people they want it. That's the Steve Jobs path.
Is innovation just the anticipating change? Isn't it about effecting change? You know, actually, the difficult bit, it's easy to see things, but changing things is difficult.
But when I say creating something, it is effecting change. I'm not saying that not every visionary is innovative, because a visionary could say something's going to happen, but not create a product or a service based on that vision. So I think it's much easier to be a visionary than an innovator, actually.
Okay, so, well, exactly my point. So actually implementing your vision is the tricky bit. Now you mentioned the other way is the Steve Jobs way. What's that way?
Well, I'm saying, first of all, the idea is easy. Yeah. It's implementation that's hard. That is a lesson that I learned. So Steve's way was rather different. I think Steve's path was he made whatever the hell he wanted, and then he had such an ability to convince people to want what he wanted.
Is that because his ideas were so good, or just because of his force of personality?
All of the above. All of the above. Steve was a unique individual.
Okay, and in your you've just mentioned actually implementing the vision is the tricky bit. In your presentation, The Art of Innovation, you have these 10 tips. Yes. A really fantastic sort of guide to anybody, really, I think, who's involved in marketing or in innovating. Is that all about, your focus is about the implementation? Those 10 tips are about innovation?
My presentation tomorrow, basically, I'm a very tactical person. I'm not operating at the 50,000 foot level. I'm operating at the 1,000 foot level. So hopefully the people who attend my presentation tomorrow will come away with a few ideas that they can go back to their offices and change something. Because at one level, a lot of times when you go to these kinds of presentations and the keynote speaker says, well, you need to innovate. Like, people write that down as if that's really insightful. Well, duh.
It's like that scene from Monty Python, isn't it? You're all individuals. I'm not.
Yes. So, duh, yes, you need to innovate, okay? But then the real question is one level lower, which is how. So I'm all about how. I'm not about why. By definition, I think if people are attending your conference, they know why. So I'm all about how.